everyone. Today we're going to be discussing the measles vaccine. My name is Victoria. My group members are Guadalupe or Lupe, Eleanor, she goes by Elle, and Alondra. Brief overview of the measles virus. It is highly contagious. The symptoms of this virus are some symptoms are very similar to cold symptoms. Your typical cough, runny nose and congestion, high fever. But what really sets it apart is red watery eyes, a red blotchy rash, and small white spots in your cheek. Possible complications that can arise from this virus include ear infections, diarrhea, pneumonia, encephalitis, and in some cases, even death. Methods of transmission, or how does this virus spread from person to person? It can be spread very easily through droplets, by coughing, sneezing, or talking. If you get too close to someone while they're doing any of those things, their droplets can enter into your body that way and thus infecting you. If you touch contaminated surfaces that someone with the virus has already touched, so let's say they sneeze or cough on a countertop and you then go make your lunch, you make a sandwich for lunch on top of that countertop, then you eat it. That's going into your mouth, so that droplet transmission or that virus is being transmitted through your mouth and entering into your body that way, making you sick with the measles virus. Can also be spread by sharing personal items such as towels or cell phone, and coming into close contact with an infected individual, hugging them, kissing them, etc.
So measles has been around for a very long time. There's been records dating back to over 1,000 years ago of a Persian doctor first writing about measles, but it wasn't until the 1950s that a scientist named Thomas Peebles was able to grow the virus in the lab, which had allowed for testing and for the first vaccine to be made and studied. Then from 1958 to 1960, the vaccine was tested on children, and it was said to be 100% effective in 1961, which had resulted in the vaccine being licensed in 1963 and finally available to the public. Then, in 1971, a new vaccine was licensed, allowing individuals to be vaccinated and protected from not only measles, but also mumps and rubella. And this vaccine was called measles, mumps, rubella, or MMR for short. So how does the vaccine work? Well, the vaccine contains weakened forms of the measles virus, and when it's injected into our body, our immune system will start making these fighters called antibodies, and those will specifically fight measles, and these antibodies will remember the virus in the future, and it will help kill them. So why is getting the measles vaccine so important? Well, getting the vaccine will help protect you from getting the measles virus itself, as well as any serious complications that the virus may give you, and it also decreases the rises in cases and outbreaks. So currently there has been 1,356 cases in the US, and there has been 171 people hospitalized and 3 deaths. So it's important to note that out of the total cases, 800 of those were specifically cases in Texas, and a majority of those cases were individuals who were unvaccinated. The CDC had also estimated that 280,000 kindergartners were unvaccinated in the school year 2023 to 2024.
Now that we've learned that there are current outbreaks, it is important to know that measles is highly contagious. If one person is diagnosed, up to 90% of people who are not vaccinated will also become infected. That is why one of the best ways to prevent from getting infected is to get vaccinated, with one dose being 93% effective and 2 doses being 97% effective. Generally, you would get your first dose at 12 to 15 months of age and your second dose at 4 to 6 years of age. And who should get the vaccine? Babies who will travel outside of the country at 6 to 11 months old should start to get their first dose. And if you haven't gotten it yet when you're a baby or under 6, then you can also still get it. So older children, teens, and adults should all get vaccinated with MMR, 1 or 2 doses, especially if you don't have immunity to measles. Also, healthcare workers should get the vaccine. Who should not get the vaccine are individuals who have an allergy to a medicine called neomycin, individuals allergic to any other ingredients in the vaccine, or women who are pregnant or plan on getting pregnant, and individuals with a weak immune system. Definitely check in with your doctor.
Measles is a potentially deadly disease, so it is important that the individuals at high risk get vaccinated. These individuals are going to include children under the age of 5, pregnant women, individuals with weakened immune systems, elderly, unvaccinated individuals. After receiving the vaccine, there are potential side effects and misconceptions. These include soreness or pain at injection site, joint pain and stiffness, mild fever, mild rash, and in some rare cases, rare side effects could include allergic reactions such as hives, swelling of face and throat, difficulty breathing, a fast heartbeat. And then I just do want to mention that there's no serious complications that could occur, and no research has proved any links between autism and the measles vaccination. Here's a little multiple choice question. What is the name of the vaccine that protects against the disease? So the name of the vaccine that protects against the disease discussed, and how many doses are typically recommended. I'll go ahead and give you guys about 2 more seconds, or just go ahead and pause this video. The correct answer is MMR, 2 doses. That was option C. The reason why is because the disease we discussed is measles. The vaccine that protects against measles is called MMR, standing for measles, mumps, and rubella. 2 doses are typically recommended to ensure immunity, one during the first 12 to 15 months of age, and the second one during the 4 to 6 years of life.